Hey guys, Young Eyes Boy 2 here. I'm back with another review for you guys today of the Temple of the Endless Sea from LEGO NINJAGO Season 15 Seabound. So, without wasting any time, I'm going to show you the minifigures that come in the set today. Obviously, first I will start off with the Marigard. So the Marigard is like one of the bad guys coming the set. Obviously, there is two of the same, so that one there is exactly the same as this. So I'm not really going to show you that one because they are the same. But obviously, the Marigard does look very familiar to something. But to be honest, it very much looks like the Power Whipper head. Like, it's pretty much the same head, but just on a different body. But you know, it's sort of recolored, isn't it? That's what it feels like to me. But obviously, this is technically a Hydro Whipper, really. That's technically what this is, really. Which obviously in the show they're not referred to as Marigards at all. I think the young they're just referred to as Malopians. That's what they're referred to as. So the name that they're given in the set doesn't quite make sense because they don't really use that name in the show, but I suppose they just wanted to call them something else, I suppose, in the sets, I suppose. See, again, they do look like snakes, pretty much, don't they? Even though it seems to be a very common trend for Ninjago to put snakes. I mean, I know we've got plenty of snakes over the years in Ninjago, so honestly, I kind of don't mind. It kind of seems to be very quick to see snakes again, but that's just my thoughts on that. And the next minifigure that I'm going to show you is Glutinous. So this is what Glutinous looks like. It is quite different to those two Marigards over there. He technically uses the same head and all that, but obviously his torso print is very different to the others because he has one gold arm and then one regular arm there. So that's kind of the only thing that differentiates him from the others. And the thing that makes him even more different is that he pretty much has spider legs. So he's pretty much a snake with spider legs, pretty much. Pretty much what he is. He has this little, like, lantern piece that also acts as, like, I don't know, some sort of power source. I don't know. I don't really know what it's supposed to represent, but it's there anyway. He has a magnifying glass, so he doesn't have a weapon like the others do. But it is very cool to see that they actually made this guy into a minifigure. But this is not the first time that Ninjago have done characters with spider legs. I think they did do it once. I think that was for season 9 Ninjago, I think. I think from one of the sets, yeah, one of the characters had that sort of look. No, obviously the legs are very different because I think it's using a newer piece. I think, yeah, this is a new piece, fairly new. This was released for Monkey Kid, yeah, or something like that, isn't it? I don't really know. That's where it came from. That's where these pieces come from. But it is very useful. But that's pretty much it for glutinous. So just put him to the side. And show you the others as well. Next up is Prince Benzema. So this is Prince Benzema. Which, you know, I'm very glad that they made him into a minifigure. Because, you know, I was kind of worried that they weren't going to make him into a minifigure, but they finally did, you know. I'm kind of glad they did. They did, really. And obviously, he is exclusive to the set, so this is kind of the only way to get him. Which I do like the minifigure. I mean, he's kind of well designed. He looks very accurate to the show. So he kind of looks very accurate to what he looks like in the series. So I like that. So that, like, his torso printing as well, it's very, again, very spot on to what he looks like. And obviously he has like this neck adapter thingy with like this like golden clip attached to it. And obviously they just use it like to pretty much store his weapon on the back, which works very well. So obviously I'll take his weapon off and show you what it looks like in his hands. So that's what he looks like with his weapon. Again, his weapon is a very cool design. Like, I like this new blade piece. I think it's new. It's very nice, really. I like the shape of it. And also, he's got some nice, like, shiny printing there. Like, literally is very shiny, which I like. And obviously, it continues all the way to the back as well. The printing at from his chest, like, it goes all the way back as well, so that's good. And I like his hairpiece as well. And I'll show you his second facial expression. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, so that is more angry expression, and then it's more calm expression there as well. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, I think that is it for Benzema. So just put him with the others if he's gonna stand. Yeah, so that is it. Got him to stand in the end, and then the next minifigure, the main villain for season 15, and this is Prince Kalmar, and Prince Kalmar is Benthama's brother. So that's who he is. I mean, that's who he is in the show. Obviously, Benthama is his adopted brother, so that's kind of why he looks different. That's why he kind of doesn't look like this, you know. That's kind of what he's referred to as in the show. Obviously, that's what he is anyway. But yeah, this is Prince Kalmar. Obviously, it's a very cool minifig. Very cool. To be honest, I do like his design. And again, it's very spot on to the actual show. Like, it's very spot on. This is exactly what he looks like, you know? This is kind of what he looks like in Lego form. Just cool, innit? Basically, like, physical Lego form like this is good to see. Obviously, again, he has some shiny, like, gold chains, like, printed on. It looks cool, and he has that. It's like a symbol there. Don't know what it's supposed to represent, but it looks cool anyway. It looks more like a skull, really, and there's his armor piece, which is also new, I think. Yeah, it's new. And obviously, he has the standard, like, trident piece, but obviously, to make it longer, it's like using, like, a gold lightsaber hilt, and then this, like, I don't know what you call it. I think this, like, scythe type of weapon there is just attached to the bottom. So it looks very cool. I mean, that sort of makes it look more menacing, I think. Imagine, yeah, it kind of looks more like that, doesn't it? Obviously, Prince Karma is very, like, spot on. I just have to give the designers, like, the credit. Like, this is just amazing. Well, I can't just believe how good this figure looks, really. So yeah, that's kind of it for Kalmar. Just put him there off to the side, and then the next minifigure that I'm going to show you is NRG Nia. So this is NRG Nia. Pretty much represents a, like, powered up form, like at the end of season 15. Yeah, that's kind of as much as I'm going to say, just in case people have not seen it. Obviously, it has been out for a while, but it's for those people who have not seen it. See, all the episodes have released on YouTube. I think, yeah, all of them have. So if you've not seen it, I would mainly check it out. But if you have, that's great. And obviously, you probably already know what happens anyway. But yeah, this is it. Energy Neo, obviously it looks very cool. I like it. I like how it looks. It's very, like, again, nicely designed, like, minifigure man. It's, like, amazing, really. I think Energy Neo only comes in 2 sets. I think she comes in this one, and then her water dragon set. So this is kind of the other way to get her as well. If you get this, you're not really missing out that much. If you have those two, I mean, either one, you end up with the minifigure. I think the only figure that I can't get is a Scuba Nia, because she comes in the Hydro Bounty. That's the one that she comes in. So I have the only way to get her, really. So pretty much you get 2 variants of Nia. But this is, I could say this is the most coolest one, I'd imagine. Like, she got a headband and everything, which she never really got in any of the, like, island sets. So it's very interesting that she ends up with one. Like, now. It's very odd, but never mind. It does make a lot of sense. I think the hair is semi-translucent, I think you can slightly see through it. So it is quite see-through. But the head is well designed and everything, and she has a translucent arm. And on the other side, her arm isn't translucent, it's like a dark blue. Which is cool. She has like these water like tentacle things, which are just attached with this like back bit. That you can just attach these clips on, and then you put these water like tendrils in there. So that's kind of what you have to do. It's not very hard, it's just very simple, but it does work very well. And she has these power blast pieces that are supposed to represent like water. Like, that's pretty much what they're supposed to represent as well. Then obviously I have taken off this like this ghost tail thing. I don't know what it is, but it looks cool anyway. But that's what the figure looks like without that thing. But again, you know, the torso printing is like amazing. Yeah, so it is that, isn't it? That is what it looks like. So I think that's kind of it for NINJAGO. But I'll show you the, well, I don't think there is like a facial expression, so it's just the one, but yeah. So yeah, that is kind of it. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of it for that minifigure. And obviously the final minifigure is a scuba car, but also I will show off this like little like mini submarine. But yeah, obviously all of the Ninja do come with these. I can't say every single set, but most. But I think it's only Cole and Lloyd that end up with this. And Zane as well. But obviously all of them are built up the same way. So it's pretty much the same build. If you get most of the sets that they come in, that these thingies come in. So yeah, so it's pretty much the same build, so it's not really any different, it's just different colors, you know? Just the colors are swapped. And the weapons at the front are different as well. That's kind of the only thing that makes them different, but it's not really much, really. Which, you know, it kind of is cool as well, isn't it? But I'll take Scuba Kai out of his submarine. And this is what a Scuba Kai looks like out of the sub. But yeah, that's what he looks like. But obviously, yeah, Scuba Kai never even existed in the show. I mean, Kai did exist, but not the suit. He never got one. So that means, well, in canon, he never got one. But in the sets, he does. So yeah, that's very interesting, isn't it? But maybe, I suppose Lego wanted maybe all the ninja to be complete, so I suppose Lego always do that, I suppose, so it would have been very weird, you know, if he didn't get one in the sets, but in the show it probably doesn't matter as much, but maybe just to stop kids maybe from worrying, why didn't Goro Kai didn't get one, maybe to reduce the panic, maybe. Oops, my voice broke there, but yeah, that's it. But yeah, but it is a very cool design. I think it's only Cole and Kaida don't get a scuba suit, but in the sets they do. So, which is very good, isn't it? But in the show they didn't. To be honest, this other doesn't really matter. To be honest, I think it's cool. But obviously the rest of the ninja do get one, but it's only those two that don't. Cole and Kai, they're the only ones who don't. The rest do. So yeah, that's kind of it. Really. And obviously this is a separate piece, like this helmet bit. You can take that off, so I'll show you what that looks like when it's off. And yeah, that's kind of what Scuba Kai looks like without his helmet on. Yeah, so it's very cool, you know, I think. But obviously this is the same Kai head that we've been getting since the Lego Ninjago movie, so it hasn't changed that much. Right, every single Ninjago set this has been in, so I can't say this is any different. Yeah, anyway, that's what it looks like with the helmet back on, but the helmet is like translucent at the front as well. But obviously I do love how this piece like attaches from the waist and the neck. So this is how this like breathing tube thing, an oxygen tank, that's kind of how they attach, which is very cool, isn't it? And it is made out of rubber. It is a fairly a rubbery piece. So yeah, as you can see, the oxygen tank, you can put a sword in there, which is very odd. It does sound odd, doesn't it? That you can put a sword through there, which, I mean, in real life that wouldn't work. I suppose in Ninjago, it kind of does. So I kind of don't get that, but that's what Lego decided to do. So yeah, guys, this is what the sword looks like in the back of the oxygen tank, which, as you can see, it does look very weird, but you can put a sword in there. I suppose that was just Lego's decision of doing that, which I suppose it's fair enough, but it is quite weird though to see that. But yeah, that's kind of how that works, really. You can put a sword in there. I don't think in the show that ever happened. I don't think the ninja ever put a sword in there. So I suppose Lego just decided, since most ninja suits have like a sword holder, why don't we do it with this? That's probably what they thought, maybe. Which I'm not blaming them, but I suppose for kids it kind of is cool to an extent, but also not cool to me, really. But that's kind of what they decided to do, and I'm not complaining, man. I'm not complaining about it, but yeah. And here's Kai's like harpoon gun thing. And obviously it just has like a machete piece attached to the front. It just uses this clip on there. And this clip is like fully molded on here. So yeah, that's cool. But yeah, that's kind of it really. But all of the ninja, every single set do have a harpoon gun, but it just has a different like weapon on it. So you just got a different like weapon attachment. So I think just to make them look slightly different, but you kind of know what I mean, really. But yeah, it is very strange, but that's kind of what Lego wanted to do, I suppose. But it is cool. But that is kind of it for the minifigures, actually. That is it. And let's move on to the set. So I'll just move all the figures out of the way. So yeah, this might take a while. Yeah, so that's all the minifigures moved out of the way. So let's move on to like I'm gonna start with this bit actually. So here we have Wojira. See, Wojira is one of the, I could say one of the main builds, I suppose. Because obviously, I do like that we get Wojira, like, Dennis, I like that. She is like one of the main like creature builds in the set. Like, this is cool. But obviously, as you can see, you know, she's sort of attached with these chains. But I'm going to show you what that looks like. So just give me a second and I'll detach this section of the set. So give me a minute. So guys, I'm back now. So I have detached the section that this bit was on. But yeah, I'll show you how this works. I think Wojira has slightly come detached, but I'll show you how you can take off these chain bits. But yeah, and that's how you get them off. Obviously, how I got them off was use this knob piece to just pop those bits off. So yeah, that's kind of how you take it off, really. As you saw me demonstrate, that those things just popped straight off. So that's kind of how that works. And obviously, Wojira is free, pretty much. Obviously, she's a very cool, like, creature build as well. I really like it. Like, it's really amazing. And obviously, I'll show you a more in-depth look at her. So, give me a minute. Yeah, so this is Wojira in all her glory. So yeah. And as I do love that Wojira is in the set, you know, it's very cool. Like, I mean, she pretty much overall just goes with this set so well. Like, the colors go well, I suppose, don't they? But yeah, and also she has the wave amulet just attached to her like, stomach, should we say. That's where it's attached. But obviously in the show, I think she has both both amulets, should I say. I think it's both the wave amulet and the storm amulet attached to, like, pretty much on her forehead, but in Lego, you can't quite fit both of them on. I mean, which is quite disappointing. You can only put one or the other. Just quite disappointing. And it's not a very accurate, like, placement for it, but I suppose Lego probably wouldn't be able to fit both of them on, but You know, it's kind of cool that we can at least attach one of them, but it's kind of disappointing, really. But I suppose they had to cut corners, I suppose, so that's alright. Yeah, but obviously Wajira looks quite accurate to the show. I mean, it kind of does look very much like the show. It's very, like, nice, really. I do like the look of it. I like the colors and everything. Everything about it, you know, it's just amazing. And she is a very, like, nice build as well. Nice, like, build of, like, a serpent, you know? Maybe she's supposed to be like a sea serpent. So, yeah. And obviously she does reuse the Overlord dragon head, which it does work very well. I mean, there is just slightly different printing on the eyes. The eyes are printed differently, but that looks cool. Like the gold teeth as well, which is also from the Overlord dragon as well. But obviously a headpiece is all one. Like, this is completely all one piece. But obviously the jaw and the mouth, well, the top bit are just two separate bits, but they attach very easily. And Wajira's mouth can basically clamp open and shut, but it doesn't open for very long. You kind of have to just open it like that, but which is a very cool look as well. And so she has like these coral pieces on the top of her neck as well, and it has like those golden spikes sticking out of it, which looks amazing as well. And again, also Wajira's tail is on a ball joint, so you can move basically both bits of the tail, so that means the end bit can move and that bit can move as well. And also these like fins, these fins here as well, they're on ball joints, so you can move them, so they can be moved, well, wherever you so choose, you know. So yeah, but obviously the rest of Wajira here doesn't move, but and also the neck as well is on a ratchet joint, and her head is on a ball joint as well. So yeah, that is good as well. So I think that is kind of it for Wajira. Again, it's a very stunning build, really. It's very good. Again, the colors are just so, like, spot on. Like, the colors are absolutely pop, you know? I think they do, man. And now we're on to the next section of the set. And obviously I'll show you the main section. So give me a second and I'll detach these other like little sections here. Now we are on to the next section. So this is the main one. This is sort of like the main temple build, which is very cool. It does look amazing though. That's cool. Like, it does look cool. Like, I do like the like balcony piece there as well. Balcony bit. So there are some steps as well to go up there. So 2 steps as well. There is like an action feature at the front. Those are 2 spears, but I'll show you in a minute how that works. And I like how it uses like these trident pieces at the front, like here, which is very cool. Find that is very cool as well. I mean, I think they use tridents a lot in the set. I think they use it on that Wojira thingy, that Wojira like prison thing that is just there. And obviously it does use these like column pieces. They look like that. They look like Greek columns. That's what they look like to me. Also, it has these golden pillars there, and they're using like this metal beard piece as well on the front, like just here. And I'll show you the back section of it. So yeah, that is where the Storm Amulet is stored on the back. Obviously in this show, I suppose they didn't have the Wave Amulet, I suppose. I think they did have the Wave Amulet, but obviously it wasn't stored here, I don't think. But see, in the set, this is where it goes. This is supposed to reference, like, in the show, that, well, the Storm Amulet does get taken, but we don't really know if the fake one was taken. Obviously, I think the fake one was the one that was taken, but who knows? I think it was the real one that was taken, but obviously I don't know if it's supposed to reference that. Because Karma does end up with both amulets. He does end up with them both. So this is probably kind of referencing like when he has both of them. So yeah, so you get the Wave Amulet and the Storm Amulet in both sets. Well, you get them in this set. And obviously if you got any of the island sets, obviously I do have all of them. But obviously this is very different to the one that we got in the island sets. I mean, it is, I could say, less translucent. Like, this isn't translucent, but it's purple. So LEGO have slightly done it a little bit different, but it's like more sparkly. I don't know if you can see it, but it is more sparkly as well. So it is slightly different. So yeah, that's kind of the thing that makes it more different. I don't know if this is supposed to reference like the fake amulet that the ninja end up thinking is the real one. So this could be referencing that. So yeah, no, I've already said that, but I think that's what it's supposed to be, but don't quite know. Or maybe LEGO just wanted it to be different. Maybe I probably was that. I don't think it was that. And this like table piece is like covered in like gold bits here as well. And there's like a disc launcher like from the back, so you can just press that and then like the disc, the golden like disc piece just comes out, you know. When you press it, like it just comes out. And there is like a little like statue thingy, which I do not know what it's supposed to represent, but it is there. Don't know who it's supposed to be, but it does look quite interesting though. Don't know what it's referencing, but it is there, so I don't know. Obviously there is like a lime green fish there as well. Don't know what that's supposed to represent either, but it is there again as well. And also I think this is supposed to represent like a bottle, I think. Something like that anyway. There is like a orange piece there, I don't know what that is. I think it's like some sort of like, I think it's like a bubble piece. That's kind of what that looks like to me. So I think that is what it is anyway. I don't know what it's supposed to represent, but... And there is like a built up scroll as well. Well, sorry about the noise, guys, but yeah, that's it. Really, that's what this is. The scroll. Honestly, I don't know if you can see it, but it does look like that. There is like a picture of Wojira and the Storm Amulet. That's kind of what that is. I don't know if you can see it properly, but that's kind of what it's supposed to represent. Which is very cool. And I love all these like back bits here that are stickers. So like these banner thingies have like stickers on them. I mean, none of them are printed. It does use quite a few stickers in the set as well. Obviously this like symbol at the top, this like emblem here that is, I think it's the same emblem that was on Kalmar and Benthamar's chain bits anyway. That's kind of what that's the exact same symbol that was on there. Which I like how it's built up, because it uses those new blade pieces. Then it uses like that little like scythe piece in the middle. So I do like that design. And it does use that scythe piece again on these like little like roof bits. Then also there is like a sticker there as well. And obviously the gold bar pieces are used throughout most of the set as well. And I like how this is using like the Sensei Wu hat in gold. And it has like these little like things here. I don't know what they are, but these little like blue bits here. So yeah, and I do like the colours on this. And you can put camera on that balcony as well. If you want, you can put any minifigure you want on there. So yeah, that is kind of it for this section. And obviously, moving on. Obviously, we are moving on to the next section. Actually, there's one more thing that I forgot to show you before I show you that. And that is the action feature, isn't it? I almost forgot that, didn't I? But yeah, you just push it from here and then turn it around, and that's what that action feature does. Like, it shoots the spikes out, the spears out. It sort of acts as like some sort of like trap. So that's kind of what this is supposed to be. It's like some sort of trap as well, so you can just push it back in and it's ready to use again. Yeah, that's it. Now moving on to the next section. Yeah, and again, these are like supposed to represent like some sort of bottles. I don't know if this is like some sort of lab, something like that anyway. There's not really much going on here, really. It's just like a little like interior area. There's not really much to say about it. It kind of looks okay. I mean, it looks alright. But it's sort of trying to be some sort of interior. But it's quite simple, really. But there is like a little sticker. Like, supposed to represent like a carpet or something like that anyway. Like the sticker. Well, sorry, that's a bit wonky. Kind of just put it on a bit wonky, but yeah. That's kind of it. Really, for that. So there isn't really much to talk about it, really. It's just another little section of the set. So yeah, and also it uses like these water like tendril things again that were used on NINJAGO, but they do use them here as well, which is cool. But yeah, that's kind of it really for this section. There is another little section as well that I'm going to show you as well. It also doesn't really do that much, but it has like this little like clam shell. Well, sorry about the noise again, but yeah. This is like a clam shell thing, whatever it is, yeah. It has like this little like dome piece that is supposed to represent a pearl. Yeah, it's supposed to represent that. Which is very cool. So yeah, you can just open it up, but yeah, this is what this is really. It's just like a dome piece, but it's sort of more pearled looking. Like, it looks very nice. I do like it, but it's not really that interesting, but it does look cool. I do like the color of it, but I think this is like usually like translucent, isn't it? And one last little thing is like this little like manta ray thing, manta ray creature. Obviously, I do like the colors of it as well. This was originally in Lego City, so it's where this originally came from, but it is cool to see it in different color. Obviously, the eyes are printed on as well. There's red eyes as well. So I do like the color of it as well. So just one little extra creature. And then the last final section of the set. I have lost the trident piece that was on that, so give me a second. But yeah, I'm back once again. So yeah, this is the section, well, this is the final section. But yeah, starting off with like this turret piece, and it does have a blue spring-loaded shooter in there, blue like spring-loaded bolt in there. So it is a spring-loaded shooter. Obviously, you know how those work. You push on this blue thing and then it fires off. Obviously, I am not going to fire it off because I do not want to lose it. So yeah, that is it. But you can put somebody in the back of this as well. And there is some clips there to hold weapons or anything really. Obviously, I did have an extra spring-loaded bolt, but I lost that, so I don't know where that is. I didn't fire it off, but I dropped it somewhere, but it was an extra one. Obviously, I do have another one, so yeah. It's not like the end of the world, is it, really, if you lost one? Because I do have another one. And there is another clip there, I don't know what it's for, but it could be for anything, really. And then this is like the main jail cell bit. You can put someone in there as well, and I will put a figure in there just for a demonstration. But yeah, this is what it looks like with Kai inside the jail cell. But obviously there is a bit that you can just fire off. So there is like a slight action feature there that you can just pretty much pop the door off. So basically you can pretend like some sort of like explosion like set it off, which I don't know what. But the action feature is pretty much just to represent pretty much somebody breaking out. And obviously I did fire off the door, and the door did end up going on the floor. So yeah, I will pick that up, actually. Give me a second. Yeah, I have recovered the door, retrieved the door. Obviously I'll take Kai out of there. Give me a minute. And there we go, the door is attached again. So that was the action feature of that bit. But there is one more section of this set. So like this, so you see this top section here. I'll remove it, and that's it really. And I'll show you what's in there. So there is like two cutlasses and two flintlock pistols in there, like Lego flintlock pistols. So there they are. Obviously they're in gunmetal grey as well, which is a very nice colour as well. So not too common colour, but that is what's included in the set. I don't know if it's supposed to reference something. I don't know why it's in there, but I don't know. Maybe it's a callback to Lego Pirates or something. I don't know. That's kind of what. I don't know why it's in there. I don't know if it's referencing like what, season 6, like Skybound. I don't know if it's referencing that. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, but I'll see what they're doing. But yeah, this is. So this is what this looks like with the thing back on. I suppose you already know what it looks like with it on, but yeah. I think that is it for my review of the, well, Temple of the Endless Sea. So yeah, obviously I've enjoyed building the set, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And remember to like and subscribe this video, and I'll see you in the next one. But yeah, so I'll give you a brief explanation since it's been a long time since I've done a video, but obviously the reason that taken this long for me to make a video is because it was my birthday on Friday, like not this Friday, but the one before that. That's when it was my birthday. It was on the 18th of June, so it was on last Friday, pretty much the one before. the one before the one that's just gone. So before that, and I turned 15. So yeah, that's kind of how long it took. So it's kind of took until now for me to do a video, but yeah. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that, and that's the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.